Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nthabi, and welcome to the place where we have fun and do fun things. So one of those fun things is me reviewing and commenting on a show called The Wife on Showmax. And today's episode is about exactly that. And I'll be, basically reviewing from episode 22 to 24, I want to say. Yes, I'm right. Anyway, so if this is something that you're interested in seeing, please keep on watching. But also before that, please click the like button, click the subscribe button if you want to join this crazy fun family. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it anyway. So please do the right thing. But otherwise, see you on the flip side. Okay guys, we're back. And it's a new year. So before I start with my commentary, Happy New Year. I hope it's amazing and I hope it treats you well. And I hope you go for what you want and what you believe for and whatever your goals are. You know what? On the other side of fear is freedom. So go for it. Anyway, enough of that. So last week we were watching episode 22 to 24 of The Wife, right? And I just want to share a couple of my thoughts on what happened. Seeing as we're getting better at this thing, whereas we're not thrown with too much information anymore in a single episode, which I'm happy about. But I'm not happy about what happened at the end. It was really painful. But we're not going to get into it just now. Now we're going to start with episode 22. So with episode 22, in the beginning, they're nice there at the breakfast table. It's Hlomu, Nkosana, Mkhele, and Sambulo. And they're busy talking about how basically it's 6 months later. So they jumped in time to 6 months later when the house has now been built. Ooh, child. And that house is a mansion. It is gorgeous. Absolutely impeccable. But anyway, so they're busy discussing it on the table as to, okay, yeah. Actually, Nkosana is telling them that the house is big enough. Everybody's going to have a room, basically their own quarters in the house. And it just needs a woman's touch. And Hlomu, as the Makoti and the mother of the family, should just pull through with her female touch, right? And Hlomu's like, no, I'm somebody else's child. I can't be doing this all on my own. What about Jabu? So this is when we get introduced to Jabu, who happens to be Sambulo's girlfriend. Such a nice wholesome conversation on the breakfast table. And even Sambulo is like alluding to the fact that he might actually marry this girl, which I think is cute. Fine, that was like what happened in the beginning that I really enjoyed, because Sambulo, man, I like Sambulo in general. Even though he doesn't have much to say, but whatever that he has to say sometimes makes a lot of sense, right? He's the weed smoking guy, whatevs. But now we get to see like a softer side of him, like a more mushy side of him, a more sensitive side of him. Guys, when they're in love, they're so adorable and so cute. Basically my favorite kind of content. Because listen, bothag bunela kwa. And you see this marshmallow of a person, and you think to yourself, yo, this person was hard. But now, child, only a woman can do that. But anyway, hi guys, hi. So another one of the things that I found quite weird about this episode, or intrigue, well, was it intriguing? No, I found it weird and mismatched, is Lerato and Lux. Like, are we really still on that? We have all established that these people are a bad mix, that they don't gel together, they are not meant to be together, but somehow they're busy shoving them down our throats. And personally, I'm just like, nah, though. Don't do that. Wabo. So, I mean, Lerato goes into Lux's office, right? Firstly, Lerato's manipulative. Let's just put it out there. She's very manipulative and cunning, right? Because firstly, she was on deadline. You're at work, my baby. And basically, Lex is like, where's my story? You were on deadline. You're supposed to submit. And she goes and uses her sexual prowess to get out of that deadline. Like, reverse abuse of power. This one. I swear, this is reverse abuse of power. Reverse sexual abuse of power. Reverse sexual assault, if we can even call it that. And I'll tell you why. Because firstly, she goes in, locks the door, closes the blinds, and he's like, no, Brad, like, stop doing that. But obviously he doesn't stand up and do anything about it, because I mean, it's Lerato. She's got that prowess, you know what I mean? And he's attracted to her anyway. Or we could say that he's thinking with his genitals, right? Can't believe he's so weak also. Like, Lux is so weak, guys. But anyway, she does the things, seduces him on some call me kitty. Because he's like, no, we're just supposed to be here at work. You're going to get me fired. Stop it. But he's sitting still on his chair while she's doing all of these performances. And then she comes on to him. He's like, no, call me kitty. She starts kissing his neck. Basically, I'm guessing his hot spots. And then guy is like, oh, bad kitty. Did I not die? Not bad kitty. Like, my guy. This is what I knew. This guy is weak. He's thinking with his genitals. And I also think it's because Lerato is so out of his league, or not even the typical girl that he would be with, or would like throw themselves onto him, that he's just so weak to it. You know what I mean? But but I also feel like he doesn't stand a chance of saying no to her, which is also another issue and a problem, because he's the boss. And I mean, tables could turn when she's fed up with him, and she could cry sexual assault or abuse of power. I'm just saying. So that's why I'm just like, it's such a mismatch. No, it's not happening. Also, Lerato Liena, Kuri Lerato is like, I don't want to say slay queen, but like, hi, this girl, what trailer, papa? Like, Umo Mirukong. And not just work as a journalist. Umo Mirukong. I'm sure she's got different guys for different reasons, for different functions. And I'm just like, girl, nah. But anyway. Oh man, the moment that I loved the most about episode 22 was the moment between Kawe and Mkele, when essentially they made peace, right? And obviously it was Kawe who initiated the conversation, which I loved, because I'm like, it shows maturity. It shows that he really let go of the situation. It shows that he really grew from it, and basically is not seeing through tainted eyes anymore, but seeing the actual truth of what is happening, and the fact that his brother and Hlomo really love each other, no matter how toxic it is. But they really like love each other and are for each other, and that he can't get in between that. And I love that for him. I love that for my king. Come on, Kawe. We've always known you are this guy. Anyway, so he goes to him and basically talks about how, he thinks their parents are looking over them. They've been the ones that are protecting them and whatever. Q's, takes out the mother's brooch that he has kept for this long. And he's like, you know what, Mahlomu is literally the first woman that reminds me of our mother. I've always thought I'd give this brooch to my own wife, but actually Mahlomu deserves it more because of how she's been taking care of us and just the kind of woman that she is for our family, right? And then he tells Mkhele to give it to Hlomu, because then it represents the motherly figure that she is, and it reminds them of their own mother and the care that she had for them, which I thought was very sweet, because in as much as Mkhele and Kawe were the most traumatized among all their brothers, because they witnessed their mom and their dad literally get killed in front of their eyes, and they each had a memento from each parent, whereas Kawe had the brooch from the mother and Mkele had the guitar from the dad, even though Mkele saw the mom die and Kawe saw the dad die. You know what I mean? So I thought it was very sweet where he was like, you know what, this one reminder that I have of my mother, I'm going to honor your wife with that. And with that said, then he was like, you know what, I think we should make peace, and I'm letting go of this whole situation, and we're brothers. Our parents wouldn't want us to be like this. And I think it's also because of the well, not allure, but the sentiment of them being home that reminds them of really the value of family and sticking together and really like forgiving each other and being by each other's side. I think it was that, like, that whole situation, the whole wedding, the whole cleansing ceremony, like, reminded him of that whole, like, I can't be selfish about such things. Like, let me rather make peace with my brother, because at the end of the day, I do love my brother, you know what I mean? So I loved that a lot. It was a really beautiful turning point for Kawe and Mkele, and for Mkele also for honoring that and for seeing it for what it is and being present in that moment and not being cocky or weird or however Mkele is. You know what I'm saying? With Mandisa, guys, if there's one thing Mandisa will do, is never disappoint you with the drama. She's forever on cue with the drama. I don't get it. It's in this episode that she actually drops the bomb about Mkele having a love child, or rather having a child by his ex. Because she's like, no, she left while she was pregnant. And she says it nonchalantly, knowing good and well that she's setting off a bomb, a TNT. You know what I'm saying? While they're busy chopping and whatever, preparing the food for the wedding. I think also because Mandisa's just so bitter that she gets high off of just causing drama and being destructive. And I also think her gripe with Hlomu is not really about Hlomu, but it's about projections, really. And the fact that, like, Hlomu is getting what she has entirely wanted all, like, throughout their relationship with Ngoba, and she's just not getting that. So that's why I think she's just like, you know what? I'm going to set it off. I'm going to set it off at every chance I get because these people are blind. So I was just like, hey Mandisa, don't you get tired also? Hi. Anyway, so moving on to episode 23. So in episode 23, this is when it's still the same day. This is when Hlomu now not interrogates but confronts Mkele about the child. Now it gets explosive, and I do not like explosive fights. I hate them. Maybe because I have PTSD, because I grew up with two parents who used to have the most explosive fights when it came to screaming matches. So I really hate it because I feel like there are better ways to have, like, to resolve conflict like that and to have confrontation. But I get who also, like, Hlomu was fuming, especially considering that she did ask, do you have children? Like, do you have crazy baby mama drama or whatever? And he flat out said no. And that time it was like right before their wedding. And his excuse obviously was, no, I was scared that you were gonna leave me. Dude, if she didn't leave you when your brothers had guns to her face, what made you think that having a child somewhere out in the world would make her leave? This is Hlomu we're talking about. Toxic Hlomu. So I don't think she would have left. He judged her harshly when it came to that one. But anyway, yeah, like, Hlomu, like, went all the way off. Even slapped him. And he was like, oh, so now you're the one doing the beating. And I'm like, rich coming from you. I get it, this is the culture that you started. Anyway, so then she's like, go away. I don't want to talk to you. I just wanted you to. Basically, it was that moment of, like, I just want you to know that I know. And I hate the fact that, like, you didn't tell me. And that Mandisa had to be the one to tell me, right? So yeah, like, hey, bruh, that was hectic. A funny moment though was when these relatives, so-called relatives came to like the wedding. Kemang Mansundu and her husband Cecilias, something like that. These old people basically. They were like, hey, Kabuti, what. That time Swapo was not even her brother. Swapo was like far distant relative, right? Now my question is, how did they know? Because these people have no connection to the rest of their family, right? Like whether they know their history, yes, I'll give them that, but they have no connection to the rest of their family. It's just the 8 of them, and that's it, and the three or four kids amongst them, but that's it. They don't have connections to the rest of their family. So how on earth did it get to these people that bana basbo po bahudisitse ntlu, and one of them is getting married and they're having a traditional ceremony? Like, how? That's all I want to know, because these old people seem sus to me. And this old woman is busy going around, yeah, gugi itila, and I'm just like, ma'am. Normally a person who is secure in their place at home doesn't do all of that performances. So that's why I'm just finding them a lot sus, because I'm just like, that's suspicious. And I'm just like, ma'am, what's going on? What's going on? She can't even explain their lineage, like in terms of how she's related to them. So I'm just like, these people are chances. They could be related to them. I would give them that. But they're chances nonetheless. So now the next thing is Mandisa again. So Mkhele was mad, obviously, that Mandisa let it slip to Hlomu that his ex left pregnant, right? And he goes charging for her, obviously causing a scene, and everybody's just like trying to control that. Like, on some, Mkhele, go away. Like, leave it alone. Stop it. What you're not gonna do is beat this woman up, because we know you're a monster, right? And then Ngoba's the one to intervene, obviously, and talk to Mandisa. Obviously he protected her from being beat up or whatever that Mkhele was trying to do, but also in the same light he was just like, bruh, what is your problem? Like, will there ever be peace when you're around? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like this. Like, why are you this person? And sorry guys, 2 seconds. Anyway, so he's like, why are you this person, basically, wabo? Like, why is there never peace when you're around? Why are you so destructive? You wonder why we respect Hlomu so much. It's because she's not trying to cause disruption in the family, but in fact she's trying to build it up, right? Like, she's here basically to build the family, to help us build the family. When are you just here to cause destruction? Hey, that hit a nerve. Because she was like, you guys don't even know this girl, you know, Pella, she's barren. Which my thing is that those are projections. She doesn't know that Hlomu is barren. She's just throwing stones because, I mean, really, what else can she do? But also now I'm really annoyed with Mandisa, because that's a you problem, man. Like, hating on Hlomu and trying to cause division and trying to disrupt her life and trying to just be vindictive is a you problem, because it was never about Hlomu. It was about the fact that you're not satisfied with what you got out of this family, right? So if you're not satisfied, if you see that you're not valued, leave. Why are you still sticking around? Why are you still there? Especially if you know that Ngoba's not going to do what you want him to do and do it fully, like Mkhele is doing it for Hlomu. Why are you still there? You're clearly dissatisfied. You're clearly unhappy. So why are you rather causing havoc everywhere and any way you can, rather than to leave? Leave. Hey, man. Leave, Mandisa. Hey. So, also, oof, guys, Lux is so gullible. It's even annoying. Like, I even think that, like, I think, like, he feels like Lerato is, like, way out of his league. So the fact that she's even looking at him he's going to like fully live in that moment, even though it's going to be very short-lived. I mean, he fell for what she was throwing hook, line, and sinker when she was asking for the 5 grand. By the way, that 5 grand, I looked at the dress later on in the wedding, and I'm just like, our babes, we tell for something else. It was never for the wedding dress, because what was she even wearing at the wedding? But anyway, Lux fell for it, gave her the money. But I'm just like, hi, this thing is not gonna last long, because firstly, Lux is not a cash cow. So at some point the money's gonna run out, and he's not gonna have any more plans to make for her. But also the fact that he's even giving to her demands also is worrisome for me, because I'm just like, you're a grown man, and can't you see that they're using you as a blesser now? Like, there's no definition of what you even have. All you're doing is just hooking up, and now she's elevated you to even giving her money for it. Nah, Lux, come on. But then again, when you think with your genitals, what do you expect? Anyway, hi guys, like I keep to maybe nearly like Calvin Klein. I get sure, because firstly, she was the one who was mad about Mkhala having a love child somewhere. Ne? Then she's the first one to come back and apologize. I'm sorry, apologize. Huh? Babes, what? That doesn't even make sense. Comes back wearing the brooch, by the way, and I'm just like, I do not recommend Shlomo. I do not recommend Shlomo behavior. Girl comes back wearing the mother's brooch to say, you know, I've forgiven you. It's like, I'm sorry, baby, you know, for my outburst, for hitting you. Why didn't you tell me you have a child? They go to the other side and they talk. They talk it out. She even kisses him on the forehead. And I was just like, and she even confesses that, I'm not going anywhere. This is forever. What we're doing is forever. And I was just like, okay. This is where we're at with this girl. Okay. I get it. I don't get it, but what can we say? You know what I mean? So the ambush was really horrible. It was really, really horrible, guys. It was painful to watch. It was so sad. Like, death at a wedding. Like, what kind of bad luck is that? What kind of curse is that, bruh? And also, like, they killed off. Okay, we were expecting Velo and Velo to die. But like Jabu, and we just met Jabu. We love Jabu. Now you guys are gonna kill her off. Like, that was so sad, bruh. Like, I didn't enjoy that at all. I didn't enjoy the fact that we were only blessed with Jabu for 2 episodes. Like, what? I loved her for Sambulo. I really, really loved her for Sambulo. And then Bande, guys, like, Babulaile Nicki Minaj Wenkabi. I'm not happy about this. Now what's gonna happen to the rest of the story? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, who? Now the 7 brothers, no longer 8. I'm not sure about this. No, I was never ready for this one, guys. Like, Mvelo, yes, sure. And it was still painful to watch. But, like, it wasn't the greatest thing to watch. It really wasn't. Guys, I don't even know what to say. But, yeah. Okay, anyway, so, like, them killing off Mvelo was expected. But Jabu and Mpande, most especially for me, Mpande dying off. Guys, what do you mean? What's gonna happen to the 3 musketeers? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Because, I mean, come on. The 3 musketeers without Mpande. Oh, what the hell, guys? Nicki Minaj Wenkabi, the fashionista. Ay, guys, the Skotani. I really don't like that. And also, why? Like, I guess we'll find out next week. which I'm really not excited about. Well, this week, which I'm really not excited about, because I just want to know why, and I just want to know why, like, he isn't just critical, and why does he seem like he's dead. But anyway, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If I missed a particular detail, please don't forget to drop it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Tell me what you enjoyed about the episodes, like I did, and tell me what you didn't enjoy about the episodes and what could have been improved on. You know, the likes. That's what we do over here on these reviews. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.